Active game. Two squads. That really move the ball well. And share the load offensively, Brent.
Well, we got some great playmakers out here, BA, so it's a multitude of guys who are going to be able to survey the floor, maybe make that backdoor play or that lob pass to the rim. That's going to be a lot of fun.
So a look at our starters for the Wizzards. Morris and Beal are the backcourt pair. Kyle Kuzma out there with Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Gafford in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Dinwiddie. Bridges outside. Johnson passes to Bridges. Takes the 3. Offensive rebound. Back to Johnson. Out to Bridges. Down low. 6 on the shot clock. Washington with a rebound. Morris outside. To the paint. Porzingis with a screen on Dinwiddie. Morris finds some space. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Morris has got 5 points.
Well, very few players have the firepower that Bradley Beal does as a combo guard. He's been in the league since 2013. And the defenses still haven't figured this guy out.
Now here's Morris. He's got 5. And it's Beal penetrating.
Yeah, where was the point where Bradley Beal decided I'm driving in here, doesn't matter what's in my way?
And he drops the first.
At the line for the Wizzards.
And so he makes both from the line.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Count that bucket. And as for Beal's offense, Brent, it's all that much more impressive given what kind of load he's had to carry.
Well, BA, it's not just the load he carries, it's that he really hasn't had that complimentary guy next to him the past few seasons. It's been developmental guys, younger players with potential. So defense is focusing on Bradley Beal, all their attention to him, and yet he still produces.
And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Bridges outside. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. From behind the arc. A rebound by the Wizzards.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim, that's how you finish in the open floor.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
So it's Brooklyn now. The Wizards making their last shot. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
And Bradley Beal getting a huge contract this summer. Now, he committed to being with the Wizards for his prime. And there was some speculation he might leave, but he cemented his time in Washington for many years to come.
Well, a top player at the shooting guard position, Beal seems to kick his game up a notch every year in the league.
And it's Bridges with the jam.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose to dunk with that higher difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. Kuzma for 3. And again, Washington, no good.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Now here's Simmons. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Johnson finds Bridges from downtown. And the Nets get it back. Simmons, the pass to Johnson. Here's Claxton. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Porzingis. The kick out to Morris. Pass to Beal. Claxton with a rebound. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. For 3, Bridges. On target from range. Bridges has got 5 now.
Bridges has a lot of jobs for his team, but if he consistently knocks down 3, he can add it to the list.
Porzingis, high post. Morris outside. Back to Porzingis. Beal outside. Deflected. Here's Dinwiddie. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Out left to the wing. Outside Johnson. Back to Dinwiddie. Three-pointer, Bridges. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Wizard. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And what do you think about how the Wizards are doing here?
Well, we've watched them force their way to the line, and it seems to be working so far.
Such a great way to silence hostile fans who want the up and down pace that gets them amped up. Instead, everyone's just standing around watching the free throw game.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting in the second. Morris and Beal are the backcourt pair. Kristaps Porzingis out there with Kyle Kuzma. And it's Gafford in at the center position.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Outside Porzingis. Jacks up a 3. And no good. So Brooklyn will take it the other way.
You know, the way things fell apart for the Nets has some saying the super team's era might be ending. The Nets went all in and handed over a lot of control to those.
Yes, sir! Wow!
Great athleticism. Bradley Beal with his steps down and rams it.
Dinwiddie passes to Bridges. And the Nets miss again.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Dinwiddie on the double team. And here's Porzingis. Here's Morris. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Back to Dinwiddie. And it's going to be a 3-second call. The Wizards have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Morris passes to Beal. And then Beal with the dunk.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, B.A. Bradley Beal played for Coach Greg Popovich with the U.S. national team, and Pop said, quote, "He's hard to keep up with. His balance and movement are very impressive. He stops on a dime, can pull up and shoot. That, along with his excellent footwork, are the most impressive things for me." Brian?
Yeah, great breakdown there, Allie. Thank you. Here's Porzingis. And the layup is good off the glass. And now a 10-point Wizard lead.
Kristaps on the inside that time doing some damage.
Timeout called. Brooklyn.
Let's go, everyone. I needed to get loud in here for your Brooklyn Nets.
Wizzards has checked in for Finney Smith. Well, Brent, the relationship between players and refs can sometimes seem a little hostile. Does it need to be that way?
Well, you and me have our little tiffs, don't we, Brian? So, yes, in order for us to do our best work. No, I'm kidding. It doesn't have to be that way. But look, when you're at this level of competition, it's heated, it's intense. Sometimes get outside your board a little bit. And that's when instances like this can happen between a player and a referee. And that goes for both sides.
Here's Washington now. It's been 8 unanswered for them. Beal attacking.
Such a big-time move from Beal, a big-time player.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Here's Simmons. He takes it in. Oh, Simmons throws it down hard.
Oh, my. Big Ben showing us how it's done.
Beal outside. 1:33 left in the second quarter. Outside Porzingis. And so he draws the hand. They want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these previous plays, even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Who's got Simmons?
Beal against Simmons. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. Can you say showing off a little? I mean, the crossover leads to the wasted possession.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Wizards?
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Bridges misses.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Morris on the wing. To the middle. 4 on the clock. Count it. Porzingis has got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, they're clicking on all cylinders right now, beginning to pull away.
Well, game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on Cameron Johnson.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Both good from the line that time. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Here's Dinwiddie, and there's the rejection.
Taj Gibson doing a good job of just getting the hands up, and then the instincts come into play with the block.
A shot to stop the run. Avdia pulls it in.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff.
13. The Wizards. 33.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. How about Bradley Beal having a dominant impact in this game?
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
We've got Cameron Johnson. Ben Simmons is out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Dinwiddie in at point guard. So that's the Nets 5. And for the Nets, they're shooting just around 26% for the game. And it's 6'9", Deni Avdija with great size for a wing, Greg.
Yeah, B.A. And you combine that with his motor, too. I mean, he's already an excellent defender with the versatility to cover inside and out.
First team foul.
So it's Washington now, and we're going to have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Pass to right. The three is up. Brooklyn with the board. Up top, Johnson. Here's Claxton. He shoots. And that one hits the back iron. Washington has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's Kispert, covered by Johnson. Back to Avdija, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Here's Bridges. The rebound by Nunn. The Wizards have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Gibson. Doesn't go for him. And Brooklyn going the other way now. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Here's Dinwiddie. Oh, and the jam by Simmons.
You know Simmons can get physical when he has to, going right through the contact.
And the Wizards had to deal with a lot of changes last year, not just in terms of their roster, but also bringing in a new coach.
And you know, in Washington, you have to think it takes more than 1 season for a new coach to get acclimated.
That's for sure, BA, but now you're talking about Bradley Beal not being there for the entire year, so these guys just having time together and trying to figure out where their roles end up settling. It's really important for these guys to have those relationships built early on for them to have success this season.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Right against Johnson. Pass to Kispert. Back to right. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 18 feet out. And again, Washington, no good. The Nets have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Johnson passes to Simmons. Over Avdija. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
To the left side wing. On the attack, Nunn. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Nunn's got his first points of the game.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Right outside. Fires from deep. The rebound by Simmons. Simmons has got 5 rebounds in the game. Right with a steal. Inside. Here's Kispert. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Back to Nunn. Three-pointer. They get it again. Right on the right side. Pass to Avdija. Out to the wing. 5 to shoot. Rebounded by the Nets.
Well, he wants that one over again, I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Gibson with it. Here's Kispert. And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Simmons. And it's Simmons slamming it home.
A sensational athlete. I like when Simmons rises up with confidence and jams it through.
Hey, here's none for three. Ben Simmons grabs the board. Simmons has got 6 rebounds here tonight. He's got a piece of it. Here's Gibson. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow! And so it's Washington sitting on a comfortable 21-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. Back to the game after this break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. So on the floor for the Wizards, Morris and Beal are the backcourt pair. Daniel Gafford is out there with Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Kuzma in at the 3. Pass to Kuzma. Takes a 3. Hits the trifecta.
And Kuzma spacing the floor nicely, patiently waiting and knocking down the 3.
Here's Simmons. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie. Simmons has got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Beal outside. Pass to Porzingis. Down low. Shoots a fadeaway. And again, it's Washington converting.
Yeah, Porzingis showing some passing ability that time. Instincts are there.
Johnson finds Simmons. And out of bounds, the Wizards will take it.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Porzingis with a screen on Dinwiddie. To the inside. And stolen by Simmons. The finish! Finished off the break.
So fluid in the open court. Simmons can beat you in a variety of ways. That time as a finisher.
Morris with it. Beal outside. And there's the drive. Shot clock at 6. 16 feet out. Morris can't hit. For Brooklyn, they've gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Here's Claxton. The shot, no good. And Washington the other way now. Here's Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
That is a spectacular move. Over 7 feet tall. Porzingis handling things like a guard out there.
And it's Simmons slamming it home.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there.
Yeah, I think he's letting his emotions get the better of him on that foul.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Morris down low. He's covered by Dinwiddie. Offensive board. And so they foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Now Morris. Pass to Beal. Tries again. And he takes it up and lays it in.
This is when the teammates feed off of Bradley Beal when he has it going like this.
Rebound Washington. Kuzma's got 5 rebounds in the game. Morris passes to Gafford. Out to Beal. It's tipped and stolen by Bridges. Fast break, Brooklyn. Simmons up top. Right wing. Johnson finds Simmons. Rebound Washington.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Wizards.
It's impressive how the reserve players stepped up and delivered in this one.
They didn't just help out. They made a big impact and really secured the win for their team.
Here's Simmons, takes it inside, and it's Simmons with the jam.
Just about 7 feet. Simmons is a different kind of player. He's got point guard handles.
Right side, Porzingis. Pass to Beal. Throws it up high. Johnson with it. Beal picks him up. Oh, Beal picks his pocket. And it's Morris penetrating. Stolen by Bridges. Kuzma against Simmons. And it's Simmons slamming it home.
And where was this type of effort earlier in the game? Unfortunately, this run will be all for nothing.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
There's the three. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Johnson. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Simmons, the pass to Bridges. Just 3 to shoot. Second chance effort. That shot, no good. So we see the Wizards taking the W here. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd
attack. The glass rebounding, so that stat, Greg, could end up being a deciding factor here tonight.
There aren't going to be any free second chances tonight. These squads need to be ready to get physical and fight for every single possession.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Randall and Robinson will be the inside pair. Jalen Brunson out there with Josh Hart. And it's Barrett at the 3.
No hesitation from Bridges. He gets the ball and is primed to take that shot.
And Randall throws it down.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
Dinwiddie kicks to Johnson. The tray. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Hard against Johnson. It's Robinson high post. Randall from outside. Brooklyn with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Mikal Bridges has found a groove the last couple of years. 5 years removed from college, and he's become a full-time starter. Guys, just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
And about Mikal Bridges, just how good can he be?
He's got the power to beat you off the dribble inside. Certainly likes to attack the paint, but he can also spot up and beat you from beyond the arc.
And growing up around basketball, R.J. Barrett's dad played a bunch of places. R.J. spending a lot of his childhood in France.
Now here's Johnson. Bridges finds Dinwiddie. Johnson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Finney-Smith, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, I was able to catch up with the Nets head coach. There's no question this team can shoot the ball. That's the philosophy he's instilled here. The long-range shooters they've got, he wants them to move the ball from one side of the floor to the other. And then take that first open look that's available. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. Here's Dinwiddie after New York gets the 3. Sends it down right in his face.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Now, here's Barrett. Baseline J on the way. It's hauled in by Claxton. Brooklyn leading by 4. Finney-Smith passes to Dinwiddie. Here's Claxton. Bridges outside. Dinwiddie outside. Shot clock at 6. Driving inside. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Finney-Smith can't get it to go.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Robinson kicks to Brunson. And the 3 off target. So it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Nets. They lead by 4.
And for the Nets, it's been a whirlwind last couple of years. Assembling a super team, and before you knew it, it fell apart. But this franchise has been back from the ashes before, so don't write off that front office just yet.
Brunson the pass to Hart. Bridges with the steal. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Knicks trail by 8. Brunson scanning the floor. He feeds it to Randall. Dinwiddie against Brunson. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. Back to Johnson. Three-pointer. The shot that time not on target. For New York, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Hart, wide open. He fires. No good on the three.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
Finney-Smith, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Knicks trail by 10. There's 38 seconds left in the first. Here's Barrett. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. The Nets have gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Passes it to Bridges. Here's Claxton. Finney-Smith passes to Claxton. Kicks it out to Johnson.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established the position there.
The Nets shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
So Johnson hits 2 of them. 8 seconds left to play in the first quarter. It's Barrett on the wing. It's tipped. And so it's Brooklyn enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over.
Please give a big round of applause for your Knicks youth dance team.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, the Nets enjoying a nice lead here.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
And New York, looking at who they've got. The forward spots will be Barrett and Randall. Josh Hart out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Robinson in at the 5 spot.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
And Greg, in the era of positionless basketball, Mitchell Robinson is an old school center, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, during his first 4 years in the league, Robinson didn't attempt a single three. Has led the league in shooting percentage, so Mitchell knows his role. Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now, here's Barrett. Off on the layup. Finney-Smith kicks to Johnson. Bridges with it. Picked up by Barrett. Finney-Smith passes to Bridges. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Shoots the 3. Just 5 to shoot. Launches it. Bridges shot. Good. Bridges has got 6.
And from long range, Bridges getting more and more comfortable taking and making his share of threes.
Brunson the pass to Randall. Pass to Hart. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Josh Hart won't always have his shot falling, but the hustle is there. And a great energy guy with major impact on the floor.
So he gets them both. And for Josh Hart, he's a fan favorite because of his hustle.
And that can go a long way in the NBA. Hart looks like a typical 3-and-D player, but he also has that intangible of igniting a team.
Here's Finney-Smith. He has 6. Bridges inside. Barrett covering. Here's Claxton trying to get open as Johnson. Claxton no good. Knicks trail by 13. Hart with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Out to Barrett. Some nice passing by New York here. Back to Robinson. And it's Robinson with the jam.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, guys. Growing up, Mitchell Robinson didn't play basketball, but a 7-inch growth spurt in the 8th grade changed things. He fell to the 36th pick overall in 2018, but his physical tools have made him a presence. One key to his success, he says, just run the floor. If you're the first man down the court, you can get the ball. Kevin, that sounds pretty simple to me.
It does to me, too. Keep it simple and use that athleticism. David, thanks. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Brooklyn. Here's Hart, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
And it's been a rough stretch for the New York Knicks, a team that has only had a handful of playoff appearances in the last 20 years.
The Nets have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
And a talented swingman. Bridges is someone to keep an eye on as he continues to round out his game.
Now here's Brunson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Randall no good. The Knicks are trying to get back to being competitive, GA, but it has been difficult, hasn't it?
They haven't been able to attract top-level talent for quite some time, which is surprising when you consider this big market and the status this franchise has within the city.
And Hart has it in the corner. To the inside, Robinson. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Dinwiddie kicks to Bridges. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. And the 3 ball is good. Dinwiddie's got 8 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
New York calls timeout. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first half. To the left wing. Here's Randall. Here he goes. And it's blocked. The Nets shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. You talk about a defensive menace. That's Dorian Finney-Smith.
He has a knack for coming up with a big defensive play. Often lines up against the opponent's most important offensive player.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Now, here is O'Neal. Outside Curry. Over Brunson. And they get it back. Curry deciding where to go with it. Mills passes to Curry. Just 4 to shoot. Tries again. And it's laid up and in by Harris. Harris has got his first bucket in this one.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
The energy Barrett plays what puts defenders on their heels. He's really good at forcing the opposition's hand.
And the second free throw, good. Outside Curry. Shoots over Brunson. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. A dominating first half of basketball. And so far, hasn't been close. Nets out in front, leading by 17. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from this. Thanks, David. And we'll be back. After a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Mikal Bridges.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Joe Harris is out there with O'Neal. Then it's Thomas. Then it's Simmons. And it's Curry in at the 5. That's the group for Jacques Vaughn getting going here in the second half. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And I know he was pleased his foul shooting last year. How about 87% from the line?
New York calls timeout. Richard, you play before and after the emergence of social media. How does that affect, in your opinion, the players these days in that very uncharted world?
Well, it's a beautiful thing because players now understand that they are a brand. Social media has helped them build a brand, and so now you have the ability to connect with your fans in a positive way. And for me, that is a great thing for this league because the players are doing a great job with it.
But you'd probably agree you got to use it correctly and not stray into the dark side, right?
Yeah, no, stay away from the dark side.
New York shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Nets leading by 17. Here's Curry with the 3. No good. Shot missing. The Knicks shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. Pass to Hartenstein. New York moving it around. And stolen by Simmons.
First personal foul. Team seconds.
Here's Curry. For 3, Harris. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Rose kicks to Quickly. No good that time. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. And the Nets, Richard, are trying to build a legacy where they're recognized as one of the league's true glamour franchise.
And they've got the star power and they've got the market. You got an ownership that is willing to pay for it. They will do everything, but ultimately it's going to be the players and how they perform on the court that will dictate how this success is viewed.
The infrastructure is there. Now can they get the players to fill the role? Toppin finds Rose. Good, nice job down low.
Yeah, that's exactly how you want to utilize Rose at the point guard position. Run him off screens all night long.
Simmons passes to O'Neal. Back to Simmons. It's Thomas on the wing. Harris outside. Clock at 6. Here's Curry with the 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the New York Knicks. To the middle. It's stolen by Curry. And a wide open look for Simmons. Off target with his 3.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
And stolen by Thomas. Harris with it. And Rose picks him up defensively. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
New York calls timeout. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Up top, Curry. He's covered by Rose. This one for 3. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Knicks trail by 21. And it's Quickly in the corner. Grimes passes to Quickly. And again, it's the Knicks missing. The Nets have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. Simmons on the wing. Harris kicks to Thomas. Curry on the wing. Over Rose. Curry gets the bucket. Curry's got 6 points in the quarter.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
If he has space in the mid-range, he'll let it fly. Doesn't matter if the score is tied or they are up big.
New York calls timeout. New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Now the pass to Hartenstein. Inside. Here's Randall. Goes up again, and the layup is good.
An absolute warrior on the backboards. Randall knows where to be when that shot goes up.
Out left to the wing. O'Neal kicks to Curry. Thomas against Barrett. Thomas passes to Simmons. Here's Curry. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. O'Neal's got 5 now.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Curry against Brunson. An easy 2 points on the layup. Brunson's got his first points in this one.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Knicks trail by 21. No good there. Curry with the defensive effort. It's tipped. Stolen by Robinson. Down low. Here's Hartenstein. Yep, it counts.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Curry from deep three-point land. And so it's Brooklyn with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. Their defense has been...
Please give a big round of applause for your Knicks Youth Dance Team.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Brooklyn leading by 19 points. And New York, looking at who they've got. Brunson and Barrett fill up the guard spot. Mitchell Robinson out there with Hartenstein. And it's Randall in at the 3 slot.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Johnson with a screen on Brunson. Dinwiddie wide open. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Bridges left side. Feeds to Johnson. Count that bucket. You spent 2 seasons, Richard, with LeBron James in Cleveland. What was it like to play with LeBron?
Well, I like to think that LeBron was playing with me the entire time. That's the way I viewed it, but it was amazing.
I should have reworded that. I'm sorry, my mistake.
Thank you. I think LeBron James was outstanding to play with just from a camaraderie standpoint, and he always wanted to make the right pass, which, you know, for pundits, they complain about it, but for a teammate, you love it. You love playing with a guy that tries to play the right way night in and night out.
His understanding of the game must be off the charts, correct?
It is so ridiculous the way that he just sees the game before it's happening. He is easily one of the smartest players that I have ever been around.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randall to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
And here's Johnson outside. It's rebounded by New York. Randall's got 4 rebounds in this game. Brunson goes in. Some nice passing by New York here. Finney-Smith kicks to Dinwiddie. From outside, off the mark. Knicks trail by 21. Passes it to Brunson. Barrett dishes to Robinson. And finished off by Robinson.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
For three, Bridges. It's good from long range.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
From the arc, hits the three-point bomb. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Nets. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Here's Finney-Smith. That three off the mark. Knicks have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. And Barrett slams it in.
And you see the edge Barrett plays with, attacking the rim with bad intentions.
From deep. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Brooklyn.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, but an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Mikal Bridges.
He did a great job following his team's game plan and not rushing anything on offense, which allowed him to catch fire.
There's 37 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Dinwiddie. Here's Finney-Smith. Dinwiddie passes to Finney-Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Deflects the pass, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Offensive rebound. Johnson outside. It's stolen by Barrett. Misses. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinic.
we're expecting most of the action to come out of the backcourt of this game.
No, exactly, B.A. Both teams are led by their terrific guard play. The outcome of this game likely hinges on the respective performances of those two positions.
And to look at the starters for the Knicks. At forward, it's Barrett and Randall. Jalen Brunson is out there with Josh Hart. And it's Robinson in at the center position. Beal against Hart. Beal goes in. He's off on that one. Hart with the defensive effort. Kuzma against Robinson. Pass to Randall. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That'll belong to Kyle Kuzma.
Well, with his strength, Julius Randle can absorb contact easier than a lot of players. This guy is not going to be intimidated. Boy, when you think back to 2021 and the year Julius Randle had, guys, a first-time All-Star, winner of the Most Improved Player Award that year, but then follows it up with a disappointing 2022 season.
Now here's Morris. Pass to Beal. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
And talking about Randall, Doris, you could see the emotions boil over at times during that 2022 campaign.
B.A., there were multiple fines and altercations, and that can happen when you don't meet expectations and frustrations mount. And in particular, when you're dealing with the New York media and that passionate fan base, things can escalate.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Randall's gone 1 for 2 from deep. Gafford with a screen on Brunson, and it's Morris penetrating. For 3, Porzingis. And that comes off the assist by Morris.
Well, the unicorn, Mr. Porzingis, the answer from 3, his specialty.
Brunson passes to Robinson. Back to Brunson. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Now here's Beal. To the middle. Here's Gafford. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
You can see the level of attention Bradley Beal draws. This guy is so heady finding the open teammate.
Brunson passes to Randall. Pass to Hart. From deep three-point range. Rebound Washington. How about this, Doris? The Wizards haven't been to the conference finals since 1979. Unreal.
That's exactly right, B.A., and it gives you some sense of how tough it is to be successful in the NBA. Because it's not that long ago that their backcourt consisted of John Wall and Bradley Beal. Many at the time considered it one of the most dangerous in the league and thought they would be here for over a decade. It does show you how hard sustained success is in the NBA.
Now here's Beal. They kick it out to Porzingis. And the Wizards with another 3.
Well, the three-point shooting of Kristaps Porzingis is so prolific. You've got to guard him out there.
Brunson finds Hart. Kuzma against Barrett. They need this. They have a strong finish with 2 hands.
That lack of defensive intensity is not going to stop a player of his caliber from scoring.
Morris passes to Gafford. And it's Brunson with the rebound.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Here's Randall. Left side Robinson. Outside Hart. Pass to Robinson. Back to Barrett. Shot clock at 5. And a big finish by Robinson.
R.J. Barrett with excellent vision. And it's not just the vision, it's the ability to put it on time and on target. Nicely done.
Morris against Brunson. The ball's knocked loose. Beal with it. Porzingis with a screen on Barrett. The shot off that time. Good work defensively by Randall. Brunson passes to Randall. Here's Hart. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Julius Randle can do a little bit of everything. That's a great find to get his teammate an open look.
And Gafford gets it to go on the assist from Morris. Gafford's gotten his second bucket.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Barrett. It's tipped.
I'll tell you what, Kyle Kuzma has committed to being a better defender, and he sends that shot back.
Beal goes in, and then Beal with the dunk.
He was gripping the rock on the weight of the slam.
No way he was going to get stripped on that one. Randall outside. Pass to Robinson. It's stolen by Kuzma. He got it up. No good on the buzzer beater. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And what do you think about how the Wizards are doing here?
It's simple. When you can protect the rim the way they have, it's a big advantage.
Total intimidation that first period. That is what has helped power them to this early lead.
So here are the 5 for New York as they start the second. At the 4 and the 5, it's Randall and Robinson. Josh Hart is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Barrett in at the 3. Oh, okay then. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Oh my goodness, that was electric. RJ Barrett with a little flash.
And it's Beal penetrating. And then Beal with the dunk.
Wow, facing a huge size disadvantage. He goes fearless to the rack. Great athleticism and body control. Boy, when you consider that Bradley Beal entered the NBA as one of the sweetest shooting guards in the league, but over the course of his career, he's added elite playmaking, and he's as dangerous and complete an offensive force as there is in the game.
Morris with it, and it's Brunson picking him up. Pass to Beal. Porzingis with a screen on Hart. Here's Beal. And it's 7 attempts. He's drained 3.
Well, Bradley Beal has become such a good playmaker, finishing through contact. That is beautiful.
And about Beal, such an integral part of the makeup of this team.
He's been consistently committed to the organization. He's elite offensively. He flat lift a team by his individual offensive skill. And because of what he has in terms of his physical attributes, his coaches believe he can be elite defensively as well.
Now here's Gafford. The kick out to Morris. Porzingis with a screen on Brunson. Morris. Robinson with the block.
Wingspan, athleticism, verticality. Robinson with authority sends it back.
Pass to Barrett. Outside Hart. Kicks it out to Barrett. Let's go with a 3. Rebound Washington. Kuzma's got 4 rebounds now. Morris passes to Porzingis. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to go on Mitchell Robinson.
You simply have to respect the shooting touch with Porzingis. That time, he gets the defender closing out, but nowhere near in time. Boy, you think about the surprises at the trade deadline back in 2022. The one that shocked me the most, the Mavericks sending Kristaps Porzingis to the Wizards. I was shocked.
Randall, the pass to Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Mitchell Robinson so quick off his feet. Good night.
And it's Morris penetrating. Basket's good. And the Wizards lead by 2. Doris, the big Porzingis trade really did catch people off guard.
It seemed when he was acquired by the Mavericks that Kristaps and Luka Doncic were going to be the backbone of the Mavericks for a long time. How quickly things change in the NBA.
The Wizards have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Pass to Beal. And it falls. 4 for 8 for him from the floor.
You can make the case this is the premier shooting guard in the league. Bradley Beal is tough to stop.
Right side, Brunson on the take, and he converts the layup. Brunson's got his second basket.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Morris. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Outside Brunson. Uses the glass on the layup. Brunson's got 6.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Well, Brian, the Wizards have been aggressively reshaping their roster. What they haven't done is tear it down and start a rebuild. That's often the most popular route for teams stuck in the middle, but the Wizards seem to be hoping they can catch lightning in a bottle. Back to you.
No appetite for the restart, Allie. Thanks. Now a timeout called by New York. It's hard on the wing. It's stolen by Kuzma. Up top, Morris. Brunson defending. And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
35 seconds left in the first half. They kick it out to Porzingis. Barrett against Kuzma. Back to Porzingis. And they'll get another chance. Beal outside. Second chance shot. Some solid defense from Brunson.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
Now here's Beal. Driving in. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's... Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
26.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Hey, it's been quite a game for Bradley Beal.
Yeah, I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
They've got DeLon Wright, Avdia out there with Kispert. Then it's Taj Gibson, and it's Nunn in at the 2. So that's who Wes Unseld Jr. starts the second half with. 6 to shoot. Good. Nunn's got his first points in this one. You know, some have said those old school power forwards, guys like Charles Oakley, they're becoming outdated. You see that, Grant?
Well, first of all, the physicality in the game is no more. The way Oakley would hit you and bruise you, you can't do that in today's game. And guys like Oakley are now playing the 5 position, and they're shooting 3-pointers. So a lot of it just is because the game has changed and evolved since the 90s when Oakley dominated.
Great skill level in the game right now.
No question.
The Wizards with a lead. Right outside. To the paint. There's the steal. And stolen by Nunn. Inside. Pass to Kispert. The kick out to Nunn. To the inside. Here's Kispert. Over quickly. Now Gibson. Outside Nunn. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
One of the things you have to think about with the New York Knicks, there are quality pieces here. Julius Randle and R.J. Barrett are very capable wings. Mitchell Robinson is a big-time presence in the middle of the paint. The struggle, guys, has been for them putting all these pieces together.
Now here's Rose. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Kispert. Here he goes. Gibson, high post. Outside Nunn. to the left wing. Spins. Pass to Gibson. And there's a 3-second violation. Yeah, Doris, having the pieces fit and being able to find consistent success has eluded the Knicks.
Right, and some of that has been a bit out of their control, but there does seem to be this constant tinkering as they search for something that really works for them. They've got to figure this out. Knicks fans are long-suffering.
And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
The vision by Rose, right? Hits the open man. He's creating for others, and this guy is so tough to deal with.
Right with the ball, and it's Toppin picking him up. Here's Avdia. That shot is off. Excellent D there from Toppin. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Pass to Hartenstein. Toppin outside. And the foul is called, and they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these
The previous play is included.
even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
First free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Last season, Washington was hot out of the gates. They started 10-3, but things did not end well.
You know, and after that hot start, BA, a 25-44 ending for the Wizards, failing to make the play-in game as well. Just a disappointing season after the promise Washington showed early.
What a high percentage look for DeLon Wright. What an opportunity, and he finishes.
Pass to Grimes. Going inside. The rebound by Gibson.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
Right against Rose. And Obi Toppin gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. The kick out to Nunn. Clock at 6. Pass to Gibson. The Wizards need to get off a shot here. Avdia. It's rebounded by New York. Rose outside. Toppin left side. Into the lane. The next rebound. Second shot opportunity. The shot that time not on target.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
Pass to Hartenstein. Here's Grimes. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Quickly against Nunn. It's right on the wing. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Rose.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Pass to Avdia. Uncovered. 2 points. That one goes. And the Wizards lead by 8.
Right, if you're DeLon Wright, you've got to be willing to set your teammates up. What a pass. On time, on target.
Here's Grimes. On the wing quickly. The rebound by Nunn.
Might be a good idea to run the clock. Hold it for the last shot.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
Quickly outside. Tries to snap the cold streak. And he lays it in. Quickly's got his first 2 points.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
And so it's Washington leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Getting locked. 3 intense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. At forward, it's Barrett and Randall. Jalen Brunson is out there with Josh Hart. And it's Robinson in at the 5, roaming the paint. It's Hart on the wing, hounded by Beal. Hart passes to Robinson. Over Gafford, the kick out to Brunson. Takes the 3, drops in the 3.
Boy, how about the awareness from the big man? We think of Mr. Robinson as a shot blocker. What a pretty pass.
Out to Beal. And then Beal with the dunk.
Did you see that? That was one of the best moves I've ever seen.
Picture perfect execution. He was focused and refused to be denied. Brunson misses. The Wizards with a lead. Porzingis high post. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on R.J. Barrett.
Well, at 7'3", Porzingis is a difficult check. He puts the defense in a bind right there.
And early in his career, Porzingis was a shot creator. You think he can get back to that, Grant?
You know, B.A., yeah. In Dallas, his role was more catch and shoot. So it'll be interesting to see in a different system how active a role KP can fill, especially going to work inside.
The kick out to Brunson. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. The Wizards shooting is around 55% so far. Porzingis with a screen on Hart. Beal, the pass to Gafford. Back to Beal. Pass to Porzingis. Just 5 on the clock. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
You know, I know that he can make the perimeter jump shot, but I really like it when Porzingis is taking it inside and making the defense deal with all that size. This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Outside Hart. To the right side. Randall, the pass to Robinson. Back to Randall. The 3 is up. That shot off. And Washington the other way now. To the middle. Morris finds Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Looking to end the run. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Well, you want Mitchell Robinson to finish with strength and authority, and he does there.
Morris against Brunson. Morris passes to Porzingis. Back to Morris. Porzingis with a screen on Hart. And it's Beal penetrating.
Boy, this guy's so springy from the 2-guard position. Just incredible athleticism by Bradley Beal on the drive.
Outside Brunson. Pass to Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end. But right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Outside Porzingis. Beal, the pass to Gafford. And the Wizards call time here. They're ahead by 9. 1:50 left in the fourth. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Wes Unseld Jr. was discussing with his players, and he implored them to be patient at the offensive end. He wants to use every second of the shot clock. He said, quote, if we take care of the ball, we take our time, and play D, this game is ours.
Allie, thank you. The floater, and Porzingis with the block.
A swat by Porzingis, that wingspan letting you know he's in the house.
And he gets that one. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Wizards.
I mean, those swats, they can get into your head, make you think twice about shooting it. So it's about more than just those block numbers.
What about the defensive intensity they've had in this one? Jumping passing lanes, poking the ball away, just doing a great job creating chaos.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Wizards.
Absolute fireworks display. High-scoring game. They were unstoppable, Grant.
Yeah, just relentless from start to finish. And the pace was furious. Ultimately, they wore out the other team.
And what a huge performance it was for Kristaps Porzingis.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they'd put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
It's Beal on the wing. Pass to Morris. And he's going for the lob. Randall with a steal.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
Barrett passes to Robinson. Randall outside. Just 4 to shoot. Hart from long range. Doesn't go that time. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. This one was a fun one to watch.
Terrific matchup in the back. Let's rewind here a little bit. Go back to when you played. Who were some of the guards you really enjoyed playing against?
What if I start with the list of the guys, Kevin, I didn't enjoy playing against? If I named Allen Iverson, Mitch Richmond, oh, and of course, Michael Jordan. Not the funnest nights at work, if you get my drift, but I did love playing one John Barry.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Simmons, also Johnson out there. And it's Bridges in at the 2. Kicks it out to Johnson. Dinwiddie outside. Outside, Simmons. 5 to shoot. Over Porzingis. Simmons can't get it to go.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Bridges with the steal. Outside, Simmons. About 1 minute into the first quarter. And then jammed down as he goes right over Daniel Gafford.
You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
Outside for Beal. Gafford trying to break free. Beal can't get it to go. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets.
Always a shame to see a guy like Bradley Beal have to go in for season-ending surgery like he did in 2022.
Well, that decision, I think, was tough, but in the end, for the length and longevity of his career, was the smart one for Bradley Beal. Get himself fully healthy, fully physically and mentally ready to get back on the NBA floor and be as productive as he's been throughout his career.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks. Yeah, the Nets head coach and I were able to chat. Defensively, he wants his guys to protect the rim and do everything they can to push the offense out to the perimeter. He told me if we can do that, I feel good about our chances. Now, guys, obviously that's a tall order, but he's trying to get his guys to get geeked for the challenge.
Thank you, David. And here's Kuzma after Mikal Bridges hitting the 3. Beal the pass to Kuzma. Shot clock at 6. They need this. The shot by Beal, no good. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Dinwiddie kicks to Simmons. Pass to Bridges. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. The shot from the low post is good.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Now here's Beal, and the shot goes down.
And this is why you want to involve Bradley Beal in the pick and rolls. Really good execution there.
Pass to Dinwiddie. Beyond the arc. Can't hit that one. And Washington the other way now. And last season, the Nets were a favorite to win it all. But, Greg, a first-round sweep by the Celtics proved a very rude awakening.
And Kyrie missing so many games. How about Harden wanting out? Hard to build chemistry and continuity. That has to be the focus moving forward.
Beal with the bucket.
Defenses have to know that Bradley Beal is thinking score. This time he does it from the mid-range.
Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. Back to Dinwiddie. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. Wizards trail by 4. Now, here is Morris. Outside for Beal. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the first. Out to the right wing. That's tipped. Bridges with the steal. Dinwiddie against Beal. Bridges dishes to Dinwiddie. Johnson, a wide open look. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Johnson's got 6 points.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Beal. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And Bradley Beal continues to produce for this team.
The Wizards shooting their first free throw of the contest.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Bridges outside. And Bridges jams it in.
Unbelievable. You think of Bridges as understated, not that flashy, and then he does that.
Outside Beal. Up in time. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Brooklyn with a 6-point lead. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
They look to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Cameron Johnson is out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's Bridges. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Now, here's Bridges. He's got 5. Shot clock at 5. Johnson kicks to Bridges. Ring shot on the way.
I like the defense from Beal doing whatever he could to alter that one.
And there's the pass to Claxton. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Johnson finds Bridges. And the rejection by Gafford. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Wizards trail by 6. Morris outside. Outside Beal. Pass to Kuzma. Out to Morris. Into the lane. Brooklyn with the rebound. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. Now, Kristaps Porzingis famously earned the nickname the Unicorn for his combination of size and skill. Former All-Star, injuries have held him back. But now a new team presents a new opportunity. KP says, I'm going to take my game to the next level because my body is going to be healthy, and that's it. Well, Kevin, let's hope so.
Absolutely. He has had injuries along the way, but the talent is obvious. David, thanks. Wizards trail by 6. 2022, Greg, a year for the Washington Wizards with some historic significance.
And it marks 25 years of the Washington Wizards name being on an NBA jersey. A cool moment for the current players who can look back on this franchise and know they're a part of history.
Claxton, and that one drops for him. Claxton's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nets.
And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, the buckets have been few and far between, and neither team able to get into any sort of offensive rhythm.
Now here's Beal. He has 7. Going inside. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Such a big-time move for Beal, a big-time player.
Nets leading by 6. Dinwiddie passes to Bridges. To the paint. It's deflected. One-on-one fast break. Simmons against Porzingis. Back to Morris. Porzingis sets the pick for Morris. Here's Beal, and Kuzma has it in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Look at the power Simmons puts behind his drive, making it tough for the defense to stop it.
Gafford kicks to Morris. Pass to Kuzma. Spins. Wizards need to get a shot off here. There's Beal with the 3. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Dinwiddie. And so Simmons will bring it up for Brooklyn. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Here's Curry. And he uses the glass on the layup. And it's a 10-point Nets lead.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
The wide open look here for Porzingis. Trains the three-pointer.
Well, one of the better shooters we've seen over 7 feet is Porzingis, able to knock down a distant shot.
Bridges outside. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Bridges has got the lead, back up to 10 now for the Nets.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now here's Beal. He's got 9. To the inside. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, almost impossible to stop down low at 7-3. Porzingis over the top.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Pass to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. It's been quite a game for Bradley Beal.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
They've got Kispert. DeJuan Wright is out there with Kendrick Nunn. Then it's Avdia, and it's Gibson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that's the group starting the second half for Wes Unseld Jr. Outside Curry. Harris passes to Finney-Smith. Brent, as we all know, you were a former slam dunk contest champion. So with that in mind, what was your take on the 2022 contest?
I think there was some great dunkers out there, Kevin, and every year it's like that. I know from year to year it takes a lot of criticism, the contest, and certainly there are years that are better than others, but the skill of those guys on the floor, for them to go out and put on an exhibition, always appreciated as a fan.
Takes the 3. It's stolen by Curry. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Offensive rebound. Thomas kicks to Curry. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Harris outside. Outside for Curry. 5 on the clock. There's the pass to O'Neal. Second chance shot. That one no good. And it's Washington the other way.
Well, back in 2017, Denny played professionally in his home country, representing Israeli basketball. He was a stud.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And for Avdia, he managed Brent to rack up 3 consecutive Israeli League championships.
Yeah, he really was the go-to guy, and he became the youngest MVP in league history at the tender age of 19. So doing all of that before entering the 2020 draft had a lot of NBA teams intrigued that, look, this guy has played in big games and in big moments. Could he do that for us?
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Wizards ownership has promised to never hit the hard reset button we saw from teams in recent years like the Sixers. But the fact remains that this is a franchise that last enjoyed a 50-win season in 1979. So for the patient, diehard fans in the DMV, seems the wait for a true contender may take a lot longer. Kevin?
Well, time will tell, David. Thanks. In the corner, it's Harris. Outside for Curry. Outside Thomas. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Nets leading by 12. Thomas goes in. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
And it's Gibson finishing it off.
At 6'9", Taj Gibson has the ability to get up there and throw it down.
Outside for Thomas. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Nice delivery there. You can't hesitate when a man comes free on the perimeter. He got it, went right into the shot.
Right, the pass to Avdia. None with it. Wizards passing it around. There's a screen. Right for 3. Rebounded by the Nets.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Nailed from three-point land.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Outside for Thomas. Outside Curry. 6 to shoot. Back to Thomas. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots. And there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
And he gets the bucket. Curry's got 7 now in this quarter.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, that man is going for the jugular.
Let's hope for his sake that he does not try that one ever again.
It's Thomas on the wing. Fires from deep. And the Nets, another 3.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Kuzma can't get it to go. O'Neal kicks to Harris. Back to O'Neal. Down low. Porzingis with the steal. Here's Morris. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for the Nets getting the fourth quarter going, we've got Mikal Bridges. Ben Simmons is out there with Johnson. And it's Claxton in at center. And Simmons slams it in.
The assist.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
For three, Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Gafford, and Gafford throws it down.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Outside for Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And at his size, all Simmons needs is prime-time positioning, and he's golden. A fantastic dunker.
The Wizards, one of these teams that's still in search of an identity. They've got a lot of skilled players, but it's really hard to say right now what this team is all about.
A factor in Washington's lack of identity has to be, Brent, their frequent roster changes.
Yeah, no doubt, Kevin. There's been a revolving door there, and the front office makes a lot of moves. They're just trying to capture something, trying to get their star player healthy, and trying to regroup and see if something clicks.
Here's Claxton. He can't get it to go. Now the Wizards take it the other way. Morris finds Beal. Inside, and stolen by Simmons. Dinwiddie against Morris. Bridges, no one around him. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists in the game. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Brooklyn?
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace, and that's produced some easy scores.
Bridges misses. Wizards have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. Takes a step back. There's Beal with the 3. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And Beal finding a guy with a better look that time.
And it's Dinwiddie with the ball, bringing it up now for the Nets. Simmons left side. Back to Dinwiddie. Johnson, the pass to Bridges. Johnson with it. Now Beal defending. Johnson kicks to Dinwiddie. And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Well, he bailed him out with that one. The shot clock was low. You got to just play straight up D. That is not the time to take a foul.
Fader on the way. No good from Simmons. Wizards have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. Morris, left side. Right side, Porzingis. From deep. Kuzma inside. Dinwiddie covering. Outside, Porzingis. From outside the arc. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. .136 left in the 4th. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Outside, Simmons. Back to Dinwiddie. Passes it to Simmons. Shot clock at 5. For 3, Bridges. Shot clock reset for the Nets. From deep 3-point range. Offensive rebound, Nets. Outside, Simmons. Dinwiddie dishes to Bridges. Over Beal. Misses off the left iron. Wizards shooting 43% from the field.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Nets.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Johnson, the pass to Dinwiddie. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. In the corner, it's Bridges. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. 5 to shoot. From deep. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And
early on the glass.
Yeah, bring your hard hat. This is going to be a physical game indeed. Both sides are used to generating extra possessions with their rebounding, so I'm curious to see which club wins that battle.
Now the opening lineup for the Brooklyn Nets. Nicholas Claxton out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then there's Johnson. And it's Dinwiddie in at the one spot. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Flushing it on a much taller defender. That is just filthy.
Outside Barrett. Pass to Randall. Brunson against Dinwiddie. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Nets. Now here's Bridges. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Pass to Claxton. Now Bridges. Claxton down low. Robinson defending. Claxton can't get it to go. And the front office for Brooklyn has said they need selfless players who want to be there and are available.
Well, B.A., the message is pretty clear. After Kyrie Irving missed most of last year due to personal choices, the Nets want all hands on deck this go-around.
5 on the clock. Here's Randall. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
You like how Randall plays with authority. He doesn't let things like contact slow him down.
Dinwiddie passes to Johnson. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Dinwiddie against Brunson. Left side Robinson. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Well, for the Knicks, what's it going to take to bring them back to the glory days?
Oh, that's a loaded question, B.A. But first of all, a superstar would certainly help. They haven't really had one for quite some time. If they can either develop or attract an elite all-star player, that would be a start to turning this New York franchise around and becoming possibly a contender. Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's Hart. It's Barrett on the wing. He's guarded by Bridges. Here's Robinson. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks.
Wow. Julius Randle. We could feel the floor shaking on that one.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Over to the wing. From deep, Johnson. And the Nets, another three.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Now here's Brunson. Robinson finds Randall. Back to Robinson. Randall outside. It's Barrett on the wing. Blocked! And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. .156 left in the first. And he comes up with a bucket.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Brooklyn has gone 3 of 3 from outside and looking sharp here in the first. The kick out to Johnson. The three. Nails it from 3. Johnson's got 9. 1:35 left in the opening quarter. Randall outside. Brunson against Dinwiddie. Now here's Brunson. Tightly guarded. Here's Robinson. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Nets.
The people upstairs in Brooklyn have been making some very interesting moves, trying to put together a championship caliber team.
Now here's Finney-Smith. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Just 5 to shoot for 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Yeah, nice play by Randall. He can take up space in there and has great short area quickness.
Brunson against Dinwiddie. Bridges outside. And stolen by Brunson. Pass to Randall. Kicks it out to Barrett. Robinson with it. And Bridges picks him up defensively. That's tipped. Stolen by Bridges. Down low. Here's Finney-Smith. Howard down after the assist led him to the lane.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
They were ready to roll right through the tip. There was no warm-up period. There was only, let's do this. Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
High post Claxton. Back to Dinwiddie. Oh, Robinson with a block. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
At the 4 and the 5, it's Randall and Robinson. Jalen Brunson is out there with Josh Hart. And it's Barrett in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
Here's Robinson. He can't get that one to fall. And Brooklyn going the other way now. 3-pointer, Bridges. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists in the game.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here. Well, one of the free agent moves that wasn't surprising was Brunson joining the Knicks. The two were enamored with each other early on in the process. A big signing for the Knicks, and Brunson now gets a chance to be a main piece of a team.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. 3-pointer, Bridges. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks so much, Brian. Well, the Knicks trying to find their way back to the playoffs. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, you can't look backwards and you can't look too far down the road. You just have to take a look at today, lock into what we have to do, and focus on how we can be better. Back to you.
No shortcuts to greatness, Allie. Thanks for that. Now here's Dinwiddie. Right side Johnson. Dinwiddie against Brunson. Back to Dinwiddie. 6 on the shot clock. Bridges finds Dinwiddie. Good work defensively by Robinson.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Barrett passes to Robinson. Fader on the way. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
Looked like he just rushed it there. Just maybe take a little bit more time in the future.
Back to Bridges. The kick out to Johnson. Jacks up a 3, and the Nets another 3.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Robinson passes to Randall. Hart from long range. They grab their own miss. Here's Robinson.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Second personal foul.
No good on the free throw. Granted, it's a shooter's league, and we're seeing more and more big men float out to the perimeter and knocking them down.
Well, B.A., the game has evolved, and the shooting, particularly from the bigs, is fantastic. But, you know, I wish the bigs had a little bit more diversity. I don't mind shooting from the perimeter, but every once in a while, go mix it up and take advantage of your size mismatch in the paint.
Deflects the pass. Randall with a steal. And here we go, the Knicks in transition. And it's Randall with the jam.
A stunning full-court play by Randall, giving his all to protect the fast break and get to the bucket.
The kick out to Johnson. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got his 5th assist in this one. Timeout called, the Knicks. The Knicks making a switch here. Hartenstein's checked in.
Ever since the Nets relocated to Brooklyn in 2012, the rivalry between the Nets and Knicks has intensified. Now, both teams trying to prove that New York belongs to them.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. It'll be hard for the Nets to take New York City away from the Knicks. They've been there so long.
That's so true, B.A. But the Nets have attracted more star players lately. Top free agents choosing to go to the Nets instead of the Knicks. We'll see if this trend continues moving on.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Out to Bridges. Shoots over Hart. With the tip, controls the rebound and the putback. And the Nets lead by 15.
Real smooth, guys. Great job with the tip in.
Those are the kind of plays on the offensive glass that can tell you a lot about a player.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
And it's the Knicks with the ball after the basket by Brooklyn. To the inside. Finney-Smith with it. Hard covering. Up again. Randall pulls down the board. The Knicks have gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. Brunson finds Randall. Back to Brunson. Hart from long range. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Finney-Smith. Bridges passes to Dinwiddie. Back to Bridges. Fires for 3. The shot won't fall. And so it's Brooklyn leading by 17 at the end of the period. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Well, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Boy, you look at Cam Johnson. He's been playing really well.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
On the floor for Brooklyn, Royce O'Neal is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's Seth Curry. Then it's Ben Simmons. And it's Thomas in at the 2. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And in 2021, when the Nets traded for James Harden, they became the favorites. And after it all fell apart last season, many were left wondering what might have been.
You know, for the Nets, history repeating itself. Think back to 2013. Their trade with the Celtics, creating another star trio. Didn't work out. And it set the franchise back for years, RJ.
Yeah, but credit the front office. They made something out of nothing. They got young assets, and they got them these stars. And they are still in a relatively strong position because they got a ton of picks in return.
Now here's Quickly. Pass to Robinson. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Here's O'Neal. Here's Simmons. Robinson defending. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Rose.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
A remarkable defensive play. The replay showing once again the tenacity on that end.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Now a timeout called by New York. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Robinson. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. 5 to shoot. Curry against Rose. Curry's shot is off. And the foul on Ben Simmons. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
A difficult situation for New York. Quickly outside. Toppin outside. Out to the right wing. Poke loose. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Quickly. Another one falls for New York.
And clearly he needs no time to warm up.
Well, Brooklyn's shooting 65%. Their offense has been on another level. Pass to O'Neal. Back to Curry. And here's Harris. Here's O'Neal. To the middle. Unloads. The kick out to Simmons. No good with the triple.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Here's Toppin. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It goes on Seth Curry.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And so he hits both. The Nets have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Curry passes to Harris. Beyond the arc. Fires in the triple. And the Nets lead by 16.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Another shot. Hartenstein. And here's the fast break. Harris finds Simmons. Back to Harris. Right wing. Pass to Simmons. Shot clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly. Quickly with a rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Inside. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Commissioner Silver's open to change. He said, quote, "We're not beholden to pure tradition. We care a lot about it, but all the factors I think about when we talk about changing the rules, I'm less concerned about that. We should live in the present, be respectful of those records, but also be willing to adjust when it makes sense." BA?
All right, thanks, Allie. Here's Curry. After the basket by New York. 3-pointer, O'Neal. That one doesn't drop. Trying to claw their way back into this.
And the best way to do that, minimize your mistakes and take good shots.
Brooklyn's gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Here's Simmons. Yep, count it. Simmons has got his first points of the game.
The paint is where Simmons excels at finding points. He knows how to own the inside.
Well, thinking about the Aussie Ben Simmons, such an impressive defender, Richard.
Honestly, he's a defensive player of the year caliber player every year, mainly due to his ability to guard any position. This is the type of versatility that isn't seen very often.
Brooklyn with the ball. Following the bucket by the Knicks. Back to Curry. Pass to Thomas. Curry with it. Picked up by Rose. 4 on the clock. The Nets need to get off a shot here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. To the wing, right side. And here's Toppin from the arc. Brooklyn with the board. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Harris on the wing. Puts up a three. Here's O'Neal. Lets it go from deep. Quickly with a rebound. For New York, they've gone 4 of 8 in the third. To the paint. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Moving it up. Oh, botches the slam dunk finish. Curry with a steal. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. Well, when you win the battle of turnovers, you typically win. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
That is why he is a point guard in this league. He has the elite passing ability, the vision. You need both to play the point guard.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. But forward, it's Barrett and Randall. Josh Hart is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Robinson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 for New York right now. Barrett with it, now guarded by Harris. And here's Brunson from the arc. And it's Thomas with the rebound. Outside Robinson. Pass to Hart. Out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. Back to Randall. And he can't jam it through. And the Nets shooting 52% from the floor so far. Lays out. Curry's shot is off.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for better look in that situation.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Brooklyn. A full line change here for Brooklyn.
2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. And Josh Hart listed at 6'5", but he plays much bigger than that.
He does. I mean, just so strong on defense in the post, BA. Often will guard up a position, and his rebounding numbers show he plays well above his listed height.
Johnson finds Bridges. Launches it. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Outside Robinson. Outside Hart. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Nets. For Brooklyn, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Bridges, a screen on Brunson. Pass to Bridges. Out to the right wing. Now here's Finney-Smith. Here's Dinwiddie. Here's Claxton. He's covered by Hart. Shot on the wing. It's rebounded by New York. Robinson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Johnson against Hart. Kicks it out to Barrett. This one for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
See, he had time to line it up, and you know what? He's capable.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Finney-Smith up top. 3-pointer, Bridges. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Yeah, and anytime there's contact in there with Randall, he usually gets the best of it.
They get it back.
He has the knack for being in the right spot at the right time. Gets a lot of sneaky points with his work on the glass.
Hart passes to Randall. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And for Julius Randle, back in 2014, a nightmare start to his career, Grant.
Oh, man, so sad. I mean, Julius breaking his leg just 14 minutes into his NBA debut. A serious injury that required him to miss his entire rookie season. But give Randall credit for coming back and carving out a great career.
Brunson against Dinwiddie. Outside Johnson.
2 minutes.
Here's Dinwiddie. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Finney-Smith. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer, and he'll head to the line.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second. And he nails the third. Here's Brunson. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter. Up top, Randall. He's marked by Finney-Smith. And stolen by Bridges. Dinwiddie against Brunson. Bridges outside. Pass to Finney-Smith. And that's going to be a travel.
New York ball.
We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Nets.
This team did a lot of things well tonight. Number one was passing the ball.
And it was a team that was in rhythm, and they just trusted each other to take the right shots.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Mikal Bridges.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
And here's Brunson from the arc. And the Knicks miss again. Oh, got a piece of it. Robinson with a steal. Hart passes to Robinson. Yep, that one goes.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
54-41.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Dinwiddie. Finney-Smith with it. Here's Claxton. Robinson defending. Here's the break. And it's Randall with the jam.
Yeah, great teamwork. Randall has a terrific connection with his teammates. Love when he goes after those alley-oops. I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
It doesn't get any easier than that. The defense has to play better.
Knicks foul. Julius Randle. First personal foul. Second team foul.
He drops the first one, and that'll push the lead to double digits.
At the line, 2 shots.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
He did enough to put this one away. Just a hard-fought battle.
And here's Brunson from the arc. He can't hit that time. Johnson passes to Bridges. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
Task ahead. And so off the tip, it's Washington's ball. And now Washington's starting group. Morris and Beal are the guards. Porzingis is out there with Kyle Kuzma, and it's Gafford in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Porzingis. Goes back up, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Well, you love the physicality by Porzingis. Mix it up off the backboards, KP.
Now here's Brunson. Here's Randall. Sweet move, and it's good on the layup. This game will probably be something of a chess match, don't you think, Greg? Both these squads love to run intelligent half-court strategies.
Yeah, you can expect to see some interesting playmaking as these squads try to open each other up and create opportunities to score.
Here's Brunson, following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Barrett against Kuzma, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
This is who R.J. Barrett is. Fearless scorer, wants to draw contact and get himself to the line.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
And over the last couple seasons, it feels like the Washington Wizards roster is in constant flux. I mean, from role players to all-stars, guys coming in and out.
And so it's New York with it, following the bucket by the Wizards. Brunson finds Robinson. Hart with it. Some nice passing by New York here. Just 5 to shoot. Brunson. That one good for 2. For Washington, how difficult, Greg, is it to win when your roster changes, as you were just talking about? It changes so much from year to year.
It's really tough. I mean, take Spencer Dinwiddie. You know, he signs a big 3-year deal, traded 6 months later. So when things like that happen, it's so difficult to create chemistry.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That is his first foul of the game. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Morris outside. Pass to Porzingis. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. 6 points for Porzingis.
Well, this guy's got size and showing increasing strength. Kristaps Porzingis, nicely done.
Randall down low. He's against Porzingis. And here we go with Morris, running it up the court. And the layup falls.
Well, Porzingis does a nice job looking for the window to make his teammate better. Pretty pass.
Randall outside. And Barrett now top of the key. This is to Robinson. And Robinson throws it down.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
You got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. G.A., he's asked to carry a big-time scoring role, but Bradley Beal makes his teammates better as well.
And that's an area, Kevin, he has really grown. And his playmaking, when the defense overcommits, you make them pay with the pass.
Bradley Beal went from being a consistent all-star to becoming one of the most efficient and dangerous scorers in the league. What a transformation.
And stolen by Kuzma.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Shoots it up. And that one hits back iron.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
The subject of trade rumors year after year. Beal has the skill set every team is looking for.
Well, he's elite at scoring the basketball, and he understands when and how to create for the players around him. There's only a handful of guys in this league who can do what he does with his level of consistency. The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Tom Thibodeau had a few minutes to share. He was worried about their interior defense. He doesn't want them getting gutted in the paint. He told his players, look, they're going to score, but we've got to make it difficult on them to give ourselves a chance to win. Guys, let's see if they can follow that advice.
Thank you, David. Knicks trail by 5. Over to the left wing. lets it go. No good on the triple. Wizards have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Morris passes to Kuzma. Stolen by Brunson. Barrett against Morris. Now here's Randall. Guarded closely. Back to Brunson. Porzingis with the block.
A swat by Porzingis, that wingspan, letting you know he's in the house.
Robinson on the wing. It's Barrett on the wing, and he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Now here's Randall. Brunson with it. 6 on the shot clock. Deflected by Gafford. Porzingis inside. He's defended by Randall. Robinson with the block.
This guy's nose for the basketball, and his timing as a shot blocker is intimidating. Mitchell Robinson so quick off his feet.
The wide open look here for Porzingis. And Gafford throws it down.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
And so it's Washington heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Wizards?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
So this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting the second. Morris and Beal are the guards. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Daniel Gafford. And it's Kuzma in at the 3, the small forward. New York calls timeout.
Here comes your Knicks City answers, everyone. Get loud for them. And once again, let's...
Here's Randall. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
Guard him big, guard him small. Julius Randle is so crafty on the interior, it matters not. He's going to finish.
Doris, since 2000, the New York Knicks have won a grand total of 1 playoff series. What are their issues? Why the problem?
Yeah, I think, Kevin, you always evaluate an organization in its totality. You start with the ownership group, then you go to the general manager, down to the coaches, and how is your roster? What caliber of player is there? Clearly, they have not had stability amongst the GMs, the coaches, or the personnel. It does, however, appear that they are moving in a direction with a clear plan now.
Morris passes to Gafford. He gets stolen by Randall. Hart with it. Guarded now by Morris. To the middle. Here's Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Well, the emphatic finish from Julius Randle. Get off your feet, youngster.
And Gafford throws it down.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Brunson against Morris. Robinson kicks to Brunson. New York moving it around. Just 5 on the clock. Outside for Robinson. Rebounded by the Wizards. Gafford's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Morris. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Passes it to Barrett. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
This guy is a committed scorer. You get physical with R.J. Barrett. He knows how to stay under control.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
At the line.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal.
The previous play is under review.
Sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Let me hear you once again.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, as somebody who grew up in New York and New Jersey, I was a Knicks fan, right? They have such a great history. Think back to the championship team of the 70s, Walt Clyde Frazier, then the Patrick Ewing era, Bernard King. They have had so many Hall of Famers.
And the pass to Beal. Porzingis with a screen on Hart. Beal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Now, this is an example of where he's grown. Bradley Beal getting it done in the screen and roll.
Brunson kicks to Randall. Hart against Beal. Right side Robinson. And stolen by Kuzma. Here's Beal. Headshot off. Now the Knicks take it the other way. And Doris, growing up around New York, what makes this Knicks franchise so special?
Well, I think certainly the energy of the city, the passion for the game of basketball, playing in the Mecca, how fired up opponents are to play in Midtown Manhattan. The Knicks are a team that everyone follows.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Beal against Hart. Rebounded by Hart. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. 7-point differential. Barrett for three. Porzingis with the rebound. Wizards have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Gafford, that's good. And so Beal with the assist. Gafford's got 6.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to Barrett. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight.
And I know he was pleased with his foul shooting last year. How about 87% from the line?
For Kristaps Porzingis, we know this guy has all-star level talent. For him, it's about staying healthy. At 7'3", if he's able to stay away from injuries, this guy is a big-time threat.
Good work there as it goes.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
A 17-foot shot on the way. Knicks trail by 12. Randall down low. He's against Porzingis. Here's Hart. Drills the three-pointer. Hart's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Julius Randle can do a little bit of everything. That's a great find to get his teammate an open look.
Out to Porzingis. Lets the three fly. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And he's able to get it back. Randall. They shoot again, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Mitchell Robinson on the floor for his defense unequivocally, but this young guy is really coming on the offensive end. Great job drawing the contact.
That one misses. And so it's the Washington Wizards. Okay, David, much appreciated.
The Knicks, 22. The Wizards, 33.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And it's been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Emmanuel quickly out there with Rose. Then there's Obi Toppin. And it's Grimes in at the 3. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with. Nunn passes to Avdia. Here's Nunn. Shot clock at 6. He dishes it to Avdia. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Avdia's got the lead up to 13 now for Washington.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Dishes it to Gibson. Now, here's Avdia. Toppin covering. Pass to Wright. Kicks it to Kispert. Pulls it from the elbow. Again, the Wizards good for 2.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And the Knicks miss again.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing. Well, the Washington Wizards trying to get their organization on track. I think bringing in Wes Unseld to lead that coaching staff is critical. Maintaining your tie to Bradley Beal is equally important. But boy, guys, it has been a while since they've had real success. Their last finals trip, 1979.
And the call will be against Emmanuel quickly. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Passes to Nunn. Stolen by Quickly. Outside Rose. To halt the run. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Rose has got his first basket.
You can see the athleticism and toughness. Rose becoming exponentially more dangerous the closer he gets to the rim.
And that one's good. Right. And Doris, what do you think the Wizards need to make a deeper run at the playoffs?
Well, ambition is certainly a good place to start, but you have got to understand this is a process. And I think the change in management, the change in head coaching position, and the acquisition of someone like Kyle Kuzma, who's a multi-positional wing player that's important. Still a lot of questions for this organization.
Kispert dishes to Wright. He kicks it to Kispert. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Avdia, the pass to Nunn. Over Quickly. Toppin pulls it in. Knicks trail by 16. Wide open look. And it falls over the rim and in. Toppin's got his second basket.
The shooting fundamentals a real plus for Obi Toppin. He has consistent mechanics and a high release point.
Right with it. And Rose picks him up defensively. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And Wright kicks to Nunn. 5 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Avdia.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Doris, when it comes to Avdia, a guy that does a number of things very well.
He does, Kevin. I think when you think of Avdia, what you think is 3-tool player. Score, rebound, pass it. For Denny, to me, it's all about being more consistent. It is clear this guy has a ton of talent and potential. Now can you do it night after night after night? The chemistry Toppin has with his teammates, just get up over the rim and finish it with authority, Obi.
And it's right missing. Knicks trail by 14. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Wizards.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
I also like how they've played in the painted area. They've made an effort to work on the inside and convert those chances.
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Morris finds Beal. 34 seconds left in the third quarter. And the jam by Beal.
Well, the creativity of Bradley Beal, incredible.
Down low. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Beal, and he lays it straight in. Beal's got 4 this quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel.
He got a little ahead of himself there trying to pull the team even.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
Driving in. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Well, this is part of the agility that Bradley Beal possesses, right? Deck it, get by the defender, make the drive look easy and beautiful.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game.
31. Your Knicks City Kings.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Wizards leading by 19. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. Morris and Beal are the guards. Daniel Gafford is out there with Porzingis, and it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot. Robinson with the block. Barrett against Kuzma. Now, here's Barrett. Defense is right there.
I'll tell you what, Kyle Kuzma has committed to being a better defender, and he sends that shot back.
Outside, Porzingis. Back to Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Runs in the pass to Hart. Here's Barrett. Takes it inside. Rebound by the Wizards. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Beal gets a wide open look. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Morris has got his 8th assist in the game. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
That's a 2 from Randall. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brunson.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. It just misread that pass completely.
Washington's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Oh, Kuzma's in position. Stolen by Brunson. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. To the middle. It's stolen by Morris. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. And Kuzma slams it in.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Randall passes to Brunson. Shot to stop the run. That's tipped. Brunson against Beal. It's stolen by Randall. And now the Knicks on the break. Barrett is running. Pulls up on the wing. Unable to get that one. Now the Wizards take it the other way. And here's Porzingis for a 3. Good on the 3-point shot.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting anything, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Bradley Beal.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
On the road, in a tough atmosphere, he's taken on the role of star tonight. If one of their other players came up short, he picked up the slack to make sure they'll be walking out of here with a win. For 3. No good on that one. The Knicks go the other way with it. And stolen by Kuzma. Gafford inside. He's defended by Randall. Morris. It's stolen by Randall. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Here's Brunson. And the rejection by Gafford. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. Morris against Brunson. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Wizards.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Beal.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
And Greg, just like you, Julius Randle is a southpaw, left-handed.
Yeah, and you know, the angles are different for lefties. We operate a little differently, and I think that can throw defenders off. So I'm always going to pull for the southpaw.
Brunson scanning the floor. Robinson finds Hart. Now here's Randle. The pass to Brunson. Clock at 6. New York needs to get off a shot. Looking to end his cold spell. Barrett, no good.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
And so Washington again turning it over. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Mitchell Robinson brings a level of toughness on a nightly basis. Love getting inside and seeing him invite the contact.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. And Washington can just let the clock run down here. Now Porzingis from deep three-point range. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Randall. Five seconds left in the game.
What a beautiful connection there. Beal showing off the hang time.
Here's Brunson. Misses the shot. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.